It's costume season in Pokemon Go. Between the Fashion Week event starting next week and Halloween coming up next month, prepare to see a lot of Pokemon wearing hats. The Fashion Week event in Pokemon Go starts on Tuesday, September 27th at 10 a.m. and runs until Monday, October 3rd at 8 p.m. local time. Mareanie and Toxapex will be debuting in Pokemon Go, which are Gen 7 Pokemon, who I know nothing about because I barely played Gen 7, even though I have 3 copies of Gen 7 games on my shelf back there. Didn't finish any of them. They are poison and water type Pokemon, and they're definitely not strong enough to be good attackers in Pokemon Go, but because they're defensively focused, they could be useful in PvP, where there's already a lot of competition with poison and water type Pokemon, Tentacruel and Quillfish already being pretty decent. In addition to actual new Pokemon, new costume Pokemon will appear during this event. Diglett wearing a fashionable costume. Dugtrio wearing a fashionable costume. Absol wearing a fashionable costume. And Toxicroak wearing a fashionable costume. Look, if Diglett, if this is a fashionable costume, then I am a fashion icon. And I'm gonna say right now, it bothers me that not all of Dugtrio's heads are wearing a hat. That Toxicroak with a hat can evolve from Croagunk wearing a hat that was released during the previous Fashion Week event. So finally, that can evolve, and all of those fashionable Pokemon can be shiny. Diglett, Absol, and Croagunk in the wild, and then of course you can evolve to get shiny Dugtrio or shiny Toxicroak. In timed research, Fashion Week themed timed research will be available. You can earn encounters with Diglett wearing a fashionable costume, Absol wearing a fashionable costume, and Croagunk wearing a fashionable costume. There will be snapshot encounters. A fashionable Pokemon may make a surprise appearance in your Photobombs. In the wild, Butterfree wearing a fashionable costume, which is the bow from last year's event. Murkrow, Glameow, Croagunk with the hat, Blitzel wearing the collar, Gothita, Frillish, Furfrou, and Mareanie. If you're lucky, you might encounter the following: Diglett wearing a hat, Kirlia wearing a hat, and Absol wearing a... is it sunglasses? It's really hard to tell in this tiny picture. Now, interestingly, the blog post doesn't show that Butterfree and Kirlia can be shiny, even though when they were first released, they could both be shiny, like caught shiny, as Butterfree, as Kirlia. I haven't gotten any clarification from Niantic on that, so I don't know if they can be shiny this time. What can be shiny, though, for the first time in Pokemon Go is Furfrou. Furfrou, the dog. What does shiny Furfrou even look like? It's... oh my god, it's great. It's a black dog. I love it. There's something I want. There's something I want this event. I was gonna be okay with skipping all the hats, but that shiny Furfrou is great. The following Pokemon will be appearing in raids, in 1-star raids. Diglett with a hat, Shinx with a hat, Croagunk with a hat, Scraggy, who wears its skin as pants, and Furfrou. In 3-star raids, Butterfree with a bow, Kirlia with a hat, Absol with sunglasses, and Mareanie. In 5-star raids, Yveltal will be back in raids, and in mega raids, Mega Lopunny, or Lopunny. I might change the way I pronounce that one. You're right, it does sound better. In 7-kilometer eggs, we'll have Diglett with a hat, Smoochum with a bow, Shinx with a hat, and Croagunk with a hat. And in field research encounters, the following Pokemon will be appearing as rewards: Eevee, Murkrow, Skitty, Glameow, Croagunk with a hat, Blitzel with a collar, Furfrou, and Mareanie. There will also be new avatar items. That's it for the Fashion Week event. Personally, I'm not super excited for this event. I'm not a huge fan of like hats. I am glad that Croagunk can finally evolve because Toxicroak is a useful Pokemon in Go Battle League. The Furfrou though, the shiny Furfrou is great. I had no idea. It's a great shiny. I actually want it. I hope it's a boosted shiny. I hope it's like perma boost or at least medium rate shiny, but we'll find out when the event starts next week. Let me know how you feel about the Fashion Week event down in the comments. Check out this video from last week right here. I think you'll enjoy it, and I'll see you in the next one.